This November, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson will crow about the benefits of Brexit once again. That is when the UK's Glasgow, in Scotland, will host this year's UN climate conference, effectively handing a megaphone to Johnson to boast about his country's climate ambitions. And thanks to Brexit, he will have something considerable to brag about, a formal pledge by the UK, under UN guidelines, to cut greenhouse gas emissions 68% by 2030, well above the EU's pledged 55% cut. The UK's role as host to this year's COP conference, as the annual gatherings are known, is an example of how the UK's break from the EU affords it new opportunities to burnish its climate reputation on the world stage. While the true climate impact of Brexit may be somewhat negative, what the UK gains in bragging rights, after all, the EU loses, Brexit is at minimum a major public relations gift to Britain's ambitions to sell itself as an environmental leader. The COP26 is not the only international summit this year where the UK will have a chance to shine a spotlight on itself. In another stroke of luck, the UK is also set to host a meeting of 7 of the world's largest economies, the G7, this June in Cornwall. Climate is set to be one of the summit's main priorities. The UK sees decarbonization as one of the global challenges where it can show potential leadership, said Alastair Hamilton, a partner at consulting firm McKinsey. The confluence of Brexit happening in the same year as the COP26 and when it is chair of the G7, the UK will be seeing that as a big diplomatic opportunity. Philippa Spence, an executive director at Denmark-based environmental engineering consultancy Ramboll, agreed, the Johnson government is seeing the green agenda as an opportunity to rebrand after a damaging year in 2020, with COP26 as a chance to present the UK as a global leader in this space. The UK's biggest climate coup may have been in freeing itself of the nettlesome West-East tug-of-war that has plagued the EU's ability to set binding climate targets. Central and Eastern European countries, which still rely heavily on coal-fired power, have fought bitterly to keep the EU Commission from adopting tougher headline targets. Only in December did EU heads of state manage to persuade Poland and other holdouts, such as Hungary and the Czech Republic, to raise the bloc's official target to a 55% cut of greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 against 1990 levels, up from the previous target of 40%. The EU needs agreement from all 27 of its member nations to change targets. Flexing its newfound freedom from the EU, the UK pledged its own emissions reduction target, as required under the 2016 Paris Agreement, the very next day, December 12, as part of its submission to the COP26 conference in Glasgow, an attention-grabbing 68%. The UK's exit from the bloc also renews attention to the fact that the UK